Welcome to Board Gaming with Austin. Today I'm going to be giving you a complete review on the board game Oricalchum, published by Catch-Up Games and distributed by BlackRock Games. It is a 2 to 4 player game, plays in about 45 minutes, probably about an hour, hour and a half, but it's for ages 12 and up, and it's really for any age that can actually play this game. It's not that hard of a game. Today I'm going to be doing a complete review, giving you the ratings on 3 components: quality, directions, gameplay. The game, even though it says published by BlackRock and Catch-Up inside of it, it was provided by Pandasaurs Games. I've loved every Pandasaurs Games except one that I've gotten and played. That would be Umbravia. But I digress. This game falls into the games that I love. Right off the bat, I'm going to say the total rating I gave it was a 5. There's nothing bad about the game whatsoever. This is after one of our complete playthroughs, so that's why everything looks a mess and it's not in the perfect layout for you. But I wanted to get my thoughts on this game right out there. And the quality of this game, the components are a 5-star for me. There is nothing wrong with this at all. There's kind of custom dice, regular dice, but custom design. So like there's a skull on the one side of it, and they're like Greek style numbers. And then like here's an example of one of the, I don't think there's an actual purpose for this part in the game, but it's a metal coin. All the cardboard pieces in this game are great and have beautiful art such as this. Here's Titan tiles. To give you a feel for the game, I can read the instructions at the very beginning of the instructions. And it says, Oricalchum is a race against your opponents. Whoever is first to collect 5 victory points above their board and eliminate all creatures on the island will be the winner. There are 3 ways to earn victory points. You draw the attention of Titans, which I just showed you. You earn victory points from erecting temples, which I don't know if you can see, but they're right here. And you can get Oricalchum medallions by buying them with gold. All right, so my review for the quality is a 5. My review rating for the gameplay is a 5-star as well. And I actually go into more detail. The directions are a 5-star as well. So the directions have everything you need in the rulebook. It's a very big rulebook, but the words are very big as well. They give you this 1-sheet player aid that I love. It has everything you need on it, aside from a few directions about the temples and the buildings. We didn't really have any issues except one question that we couldn't get answered, so we kind of created our own rule. And I'll just go over that in the detailed rules video. But the directions I had no issues with. We were able to play it reading this player aid, and then we would just look at the back of the rule book. So we used the front and back of the player aid, and then we used the back of this rule book. So we didn't have to continually pull out the rule book. And if you remember the few things on the back of the rule book, so like the end of the round, you replenish the action board, you add the terrain tiles, and replace the construction board with new tiles, and then you assign the initiative token and give the person to the right a new meeple. Then you can just restart the new game. All right. I did want to show these meeples actually. I forgot about that in the quality component of it. They got really cool meeple that are they're called hoplites. They're like Spartans. They're pretty sweet. Then you have some plastic gold. All the boards, the cardboard, everything is really nice. Now, to the gameplay. The gameplay, like I said earlier, I gave it 5 stars. What I love most about this game, so I love VP game. I like VP games. I don't love them. I hate when a VP game as in you are responsible for getting VPs in order to win. I hate VP games that have you focus on 12 different things in order to get victory points to win. This game has you focusing on 3 things to get victory points. As I explained at the beginning when I was reading the overview, you can buy the victory point medallions with the gold. 5 gold, 1 victory point medallion. That's one way to get victory points. Second way to get victory points was to attract these titans. You can only have 1 attracted a titan per game unless you have one of these buildings. For each one of these buildings you can attract another titan. Each titan gives you 1 victory point. So as you can see down here on this board, I have 3 titans. That's because I had 2 of these buildings in my initial 1 titan. So I got 3 victory points right there. The third way to get victory points, you get 1 victory point for building one of these temples. Those have special ways to place them down. That's what I love. That's literally 3 ways to get victory points. You don't have to look all over the place and think about a million strategies, but there are plenty of strategy. Another thing I don't really like that much is blending too many victory points with too many resource management. This game has 2 resource management. You're managing your hoplites that you're getting to generate from training camps that you have on your island, and gold, which you get from mines that you have on your island. You can get more mines and more training camps built onto different resource and environment tiles. On top of not too much resource to manage, not too much victory points to manage, I like dice games, but I don't like too many dice being rolled. This game has 5 dice, but you're only doing it when you're trying to capture these creatures that are located on volcanoes. And it's a very minimal use of the dice. When you're going to capture the creature, you roll 1 die. If you have hoplites, you send hoplites to fight the creature, you can send a maximum of 3 hoplites, which gives you 3 more dice to roll when you're capturing the creatures. They're all from mythical legend, so that's really neat. I like the concept and the vibe of the game. And then there's the strategy of trying to place your tiles in the perfect locations on your island, because the way you attract the gods is by having 3 of these same environments all attached to each other like this, connected. Once you get a 3rd here, then you attract the goddess of that region, god or goddess. So this one matches these, the trees. And then they give you an ability that you can use once, as well as a victory point. And then you just go back and forth, and you're buying these islands and these actions in the middle of the board, and you're keeping track of just 2 resources, and you're building these buildings to allow yourself to build more resources faster. And the really cool thing about the little creatures is when you beat them, they don't actually they give you an ability, they give you like a bonus on them. And I actually won the game by killing 2 of these at the same turn. But you get an ability when you defeat them, and then when you put them on your board, you get more actions by using them and discarding them. I really like this game. Gameplay, directions, quality, all 5s, and I recommend it. Thank you.